Sometimes tough changes have to be made and it can be for the right reason, but it's still tough. And this boy, that's one of the changes. Jazz has been here since he was born. I had his mama, who sadly got killed. His mama was named Jasmine, and so when she was killed, I decided to call him Jazz and to keep him. She was a fantastic milker. And Jazz has a great personality. Now he is a buck. And bucks are disgusting. Bucks can be dangerous. But I've had bucks on this property that I couldn't stand. I borrowed a buck who was just an absolute jerk, and I could have gotten seriously injured. I've sold a buck who, yeah, they can be dangerous, but they can also be loving. And Jazz has a great personality. But sadly, Jazz has been around for too long. In fact, a couple years ago, I decided I needed to sell him, and I've had him for sale off and on for several years now. The problem is there's too much of his genetics in the herd. Whether I keep breeding or not, and I'm on the fence of that, but no matter what, if I need a different buck, if I'm going to keep breeding, I need a different buck. So I've had Jazz on the market for a while now. And though I love him because he has such a great personality, I just don't need his genetics anymore. I need new genetics. And well, last night I got a text from somebody who was referred to me. And yeah, it's looking very likely that he's going to go to a new home. And Sport will always remain here. Sport's a Weather, which is a boy who cannot reproduce anymore. He's been fixed, so to speak, so that he will never be a daddy. But Sport is a special needs goat, so we don't need to pass on his genetics. But Jazz is a fantastic boy. He passes on great genetics. He makes beautiful babies. He makes good milkers. He's got a great personality, and I really hate to get rid of him. The only way I could keep him was to have him castrated, which honestly made no sense whatsoever. It made better sense to let him go to another home where he can play with more ladies and have more babies. And so that's what's going to happen. It's going to be sad for me because I love Jazz. He's a great buck. He's the best buck I've ever had. But hopefully he'll make his new owner happy too. And they'll be glad with their purchase. So, if you're going to have livestock, you're going to get goats or cows or sheep or whatever. The sad truth is that the bucks or the bulls or the rams or whatever occasionally need to be rotated. You need to sell them off and get new blood into your herd. That's just part of having livestock. So, in the past I've had bucks that I sold as fast as possible. I couldn't stand them. They got the job done and I wanted them gone. Jazz, though, is not one of those. If I could, I'd keep him forever, but it's just not practical. I don't need another pet. So, that's what's happening. Jazz is going to go to a new home. And then, what have you been into, Sport? Your back is all filthy, dirty. Sport will probably be, I'll have no choice but to move him over to the girls so he can hang out there. Because goats cannot be alone. You don't want to have just one goat by themselves. They need to be with other goats. So once Jazz is gone, I'll move Sport, which I could put a leash on Sport and have him walk over there, no problem. Or I could just open the gate and let him go on his own. Sport is such a gentle boy. I mean, I've had him since he was only a few hours old, so he's no problem at all. But Sport will go stay with the girls from now on, and Jazz will go with a new family and help them get their ladies pregnant and have more kids on their property. So I just thought I'd share with you what's happening here at Built on the Rock Homestead, and hope you're having a wonderful day.